blue chip, I'm not overthinking this. I'm taking Luka. I think he's 25. I'm getting him right before he ages out of this exercise. And I get him for 10 years, the chance to win multiple championships, the chance to make a ton of All-NBA teams, the chance to win MVP awards, the chance to be one of the greatest players, if not the greatest player of his generation, right? Like of the 22 to 27-year-olds right now, that could be the best guy in this group that we talk about. There's no need to overthink this. That guy is going to, barring just something entirely unfortunate or unforeseen or whatever, that guy is bound to be great for the next 10 years, and I am just not overthinking. That is as blue chip as it gets.
He was my top pick also for all the things you laid out. The guy hasn't even won a championship yet. He's going to win multiple rings, I would imagine. He is that quality. Not to make a prediction. He is the quality of player who can win multiple rings. This is like buying Apple after they came out with the iPhone. And people are like, I don't like. They already came out with the iPhone. How much more room for growth is there in the Apple stock? Guess what? A lot. There was a lot of growth there for the Apple stock. Buying Luka right now is like buying Apple after the iPhone came out. But like there's an iPad coming out. There's the desktop. There's all the other VR stuff that they've got going on. That stock is still skyrocketing. It's a blue chip stock, and it's a linchpin of many portfolios, including mine. So Luka Doncic, you get him now. There's still so much more room to grow for him, and you nailed it. 10 years, like I don't know, 15 years with the way this guy plays. Why not? Like this guy could be the foundation of your stock portfolio for years to come. And guess what, Chris? If it doesn't work out in Dallas and he can't win a championship there, he'll go somewhere else and win a championship. He'll figure it out because he's that level of player where he gets to dictate the terms. And when you have that and you're investing in a player, give me that. We're talking about players that we're investing in, I am investing in Luka's future. Because we've only just begun to scratch the surface, I think.
Gotta tell you, the only thing with Luka that scares me, and it's just because I think I look at the numbers now and I just don't know how sustainable some of these contracts are going to be. I do look at the fact that he's going to get a $364 million contract, and then you look at just like what the NBA is as far as a product a lot of the time, and I'm just like, where is this going? That's the part of this that's not. It's not about him as a player, why it's a concern for me, but I don't know where these salaries are going and what this is going to look like in, maybe not this next TV deal, but the one after that. I just don't really know. And if he's making that much money, what does that mean for how you build a team? It's a really interesting question to me. That's the one thing. And it's not like the NFL where you can do funny money and give it out as bonuses and figure it out,
Yeah, I think either way, we're probably approaching a time in the NBA where you get to choose two stars. There's no more big threes. The cap just doesn't work that way anymore. It's too punitive to get into that luxury tax space. So if you're picking two stars, though, to build around, and then you need one of those stars basically to elevate the role players around him, that's Luka, isn't it? That's kind of how Dallas is built, for better or for worse. You've got that second star in Kyrie Irving, who is extremely malleable as a co-star and willing to work off the ball, has a ton of literally won championships doing that with LeBron. And then, you got a smorgasbord of role players from Derrick Jones Jr. to Dante Exum, Josh Green, PJ Washington, all these guys who he just figures out how to elevate all of them, all the players around him. So I do think that Luka is if you're going to choose a player to basically build your team around for the next 10 years that is 25 and under, so we're not talking about Nikola Jokic or Giannis or any of these guys, then I think you start with Luka.